Hello everyone, Mike of Fights with Friends. Justin Gaethje versus Edson Barboza. Guys, I've talked about this. I think this has the ability to possibly be the greatest striking match of the decade. These two strikers bring everything. And they're both willing to go out on their shield, especially Gaethje. I mean, he lands 3 times the average strikes of a UFC lightweight. He also absorbs 3 times that of a regular lightweight. That's why I've said in the past, I think Gaethje will end up using his wrestling this week. So I didn't have my mic up. I think Gaethje will use his wrestling this week, and he may use it to go deeper into the fight. He may use it. It could be a surprise decision. That's just one of those possibilities out there. Obviously, you know, definitely could be the more likely definitely could be that one of these two knocks each other out in the first couple rounds as they're exchanging massive blows. What's up, Benny B? What's going on, Mario? How's everybody doing? Oh, I got a little bit of feedback here. Sorry about that. I'll turn that off. And it is in between rounds here. In the prelims, I started in time. I wanted to get back in time from Seattle. I was actually just in Seattle. I wanted to make sure that I covered the Ray Borg fight. That's a very important fight, I think, coming forward, because I mean Ray Borg's been out for so long. He is going up to 135 this time. That's going to be a crowded weight class, but then. What you also have is his opponent. His opponent is a 2-weight class champ over from LFA. Billy, I can see you calling on this. For some reason, I haven't been able to answer on my computer, but I can hear it ringing on the phone. So I'm going to call you back on my computer. What's up?
What's up, man?
Not much. How's it going? Let me turn my ESPN audio off real quick. That way I can stream you through without getting in trouble. Oh, it looks like a decision here.
Yeah, it was kind of a slow fight, that's me.
Yeah, I just came in, so I missed that one. I wanted to make sure that I got Ray Borg, and I'll remember the guy he's fighting here in just a second.
It's the kid from LFA.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now your volume should be good. Let me know, everybody know how Veli's volume is, guys. Yeah, I really wanted to see Ray Borg come back, though. That guy from LFA he's a 2-weight champion over there.
Okay. Yeah.
What's up, Third Eye Trainer? How's it going? I expect this to be a big week. We're climbing towards 5,000 subscribers, but this is just such a big fight. Could go a lot of different ways.
I completely agree. Did you catch the Bellator last night?
I did not. I was completely busy. The wife wanted to do something, so we got out of town, went over to Seattle, went to a comedy club.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I actually didn't catch it either. I caught it like an hour ago on DVR.
Oh, yeah. Here's how far I am out from sports. I walked in 15 minutes before we start, 15, 20 minutes before. I don't even know who won the March Madness games last night.
Oh, wow. You missed amazing games. Duke won by 2.
Oh, they did win by 2? I was just going to look it up. Yeah.
Of the UCF game, Virginia Tech had the ball down 2. They threw an alley-oop, and they missed the layup as time expired. The exact same thing as the UCF game.
Oh man. Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And then North Carolina was upset last night. They got beat by 27 points to Auburn.
Really? Holy crap! Yeah, I see that Auburn's playing Kentucky now. So Elite Eight are set. Gonzaga,
Yep.
Texas Tech, Purdue, Virginia, Auburn, Kentucky, Michigan State, and Duke. Wow.
Yep.
Well, I'm happy my Gonzaga are there. Still some pretty tough. I mean, everybody's tough. It's left.
Yeah, there's no easy games left for anyone.
Yeah, I think it's hard to say from any given night. I have to say it feels like to me, out of the 8 teams there, that Texas Tech is probably the weakest link, but you never know how people are going to play.
They're playing the best basketball, though. They haven't had a close game yet. At least that's what, the prognosticators are saying.
Dave Peterson says, it's time. Have to fight one, Lesnar or Yoel. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I don't have to do either one of those things. Probably Lesnar with a rifle, at least 30:06. That's great, Dave Peterson. What's up, Slaw Jones? What city in Washington? I am about 30 miles outside of Seattle. I'm close to Everett. I don't, for personal reasons, give out the exact city where I live, but
Yeah, you're kind of famous,
just in case that happens someday. No, I don't worry about me. But
well, yeah, you got a family. I got nothing to worry about.
Yeah,
Anyone
it's the family. That's why the wife doesn't come on and some other stuff. Nice, Sloth Jones, Bremerton area. Oh, okay. That's well, thank you, Dave. That's funny. We got into an Uber yesterday with somebody from Bremerton. You weren't in Seattle last night, were you, Sloth Jones? I know there's a few more people from that area.
It's a growing metropolis, though, isn't it, out there? Like the whole surrounding area?
Oh, everything's growing out here, yeah. And here comes Casey Kenny.
At the same time.
Yep, coming out of Portland. Is that Indiana, I believe I am? Positive.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I like
Yeah.
that little backstage extra view they just gave us. Megan O'Leary talking as he walks by. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know that I would like that so much as a fighter, but
They've been doing that more. She's been like walking into the cage, giving breakdowns before the fighters come out, and they're just experimenting with new stuff.
yeah, I was actually moving stuff around in the background, so I didn't see it, but she was just talking to Casey Kenny right now.
No, she was talking to us about Casey Kenny.
Oh, okay. Okay.
On his pocket.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was making sure I had my chat. Actually, I think I was reading everybody's chats, so I had another window open.
So.
Okay. 4-fight win streak. This is his UFC debut, but Casey Kenny was the LFA flyweight and bantamweight champion. 2 wins by knockout, 4 wins by submission. There's a big question mark surrounding the return of Ray Borg tonight.
Yeah, but he's fighting a new guy that's also going to have some jitters, so I think that might even it out. But yeah, Ray Borg's been through a lot.
Well, I mean, he's been inactive for so long is what I'm pointing to, I guess. And you don't know how guys are going to react to being out for so long.
I'm just hoping he can rely on his experience. I mean, he's been in a title fight before. He's had the bright lights on. Let's see if he can focus and get the job done. I don't think they gave him a layup, though, because, Casey Kenny does seem to be a pretty good prospect.
Oh, no, not at all. And here comes Ray Borg. So good to see him with a smile on his face, and hopefully everything's going on, is going good in his family. I just want to correct the record and kind of shout him out. In the past, I've been kind of critical of Brendan Schaub. He donated and helped Ray Borg's family a lot, donated a lot of money, was there, said, I'll do anything that I can to help you. And then a lot of people called him out and said, hey, you said you were going to help him and you're not. And I I don't know if it was people trying to stir up shit or they really didn't see what was going on.
Right?
What's that?
Brendan Schaub just didn't publicize when he did it. I think that's what the problem was.
I think he didn't. Well, the thing was he publicized it because him and Joe Rogan were talking about it. I mean, kind of intimately on a podcast, but obviously publicly. And he's like, man, I'm sorry he's going through that. I wish he would have told me. He's like, I'm going to, I'd like to get with his family and do what I can. I think it was just kind of a in-the-moment thing.
Yeah.
Borg tied for most submission attempts in UFC flyweight history. Tied for 6 most takedowns in UFC flyweight history.
We were talking the other day about the weight class. It is bantamweight, so you were right that Borg did make the move to 135.
Yeah, and I seen on the site they actually have this listed as 137. You can see Borg is actually technically overweight. He's 137 and a quarter. So he gave a quarter
20%.
of his purse to Casey Kenny, or 20%.
Yeah, I think it's 20%. Because I think it goes up after like 3 pounds, and it goes to a higher percentage.
Yeah, I know there's a place where it goes to 30%, and then after that, oh my God, look at that. Look at that jacket on Bruce Buffer. Does it not look like he just stole a couch right before the... He was getting better. I know
he never wants to eat a jacket, but, wow.
He was getting better with the jackets. What's up, Nigel Liotta? Sup, I got the flu. Oh, that sucks. Sorry to hear that, Nathan Spratt.
It's been a bad year for flu season. It seems like it's lasting really long.
Yeah, it is. I'm always hearing about, unfortunately, people with the flu. Somebody had pneumonia this year. Somebody had a collapsed lung that was in here. Oh, I'm sure it's not bad luck from watching fights with friends.
Yeah, my mom and little brother are both struck with the flu right now. So feel better, guys. If you're listening, stay up. They've been struggling. They've both been sick for a while now.
Oh, man. I hope they get to feeling better. Yeah, it actually, I am very rarely sick for more than like 24 hours. And this literally put me out for a week. And I was kind of worried because I just started my job.
Right.
All right, Borg in the gray. Kenny in the black.
I wish more fans would show up for the prelims so we could have a full arena.
Were you saying you had been to a live UFC yet, or you were wanting to go to one soon?
Yeah, my first one I ever went to was Fight Night, Kenny Florian versus Joe Lozon. It was also the first Frankie Edgar Gray Maynard fight.
Oh, nice body kick. Oh, nice low leg kick from Kenny there. He really caught him on the back ankle. Oh, that would have been a good one to go to. But I don't know about you. I am there. Like, when the doors open, I'm already in line if it's a live event. I'm not missing a thing.
Yeah, like, I showed up for the prelims, and it was like 1:30 my time, and the card went all the way till 11. So we were there all day.
Oh, wow. How many people were there at that time?
I'd say probably like half the arena was full, and then by the end of the prelims, the whole arena was full. It was like 7,500 people.
Okay, yeah, it really depends on where you're at. Just some exchanges of knees to the body here between Kenny and Borg. For those listening to just the audio, Ray Borg and Casey Kenny at 135. Of course, Ray Borg coming back after a long layoff, some medical issues with his son. Kenny gets the takedown here, nice little sweep, and Borg's looking to his corner immediately to see what he thinks he needs to do next here.
If anyone wants to follow along, these first prelims are on ESPN Plus.
Oh, nice elbow there from Kenny. I wonder if we're on the same time. I'll tell you when I'm at 3:10 right now.
You are so far ahead of me. Okay, let me see what I can do.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I'm on the ESPN Plus app. Or you are too, right?
I'm on the Roku.
Okay, I'm actually on the PC this time. I thought the Roku was ahead, but it's probably just because I had a crappy, slow computer before. Kenny dominating Ray Borg on the ground here. Landed some knees to the body. Nice left hook up top. 240 left here in the first round. Kenny doing a great job. Borg trying to, find a way to get some traction to get up. And great job of Kenny grabbing the wrist, getting the wrist control, starting to work was starting to work towards the back here, and then he turns it around the other direction. Might be looking for a Darce choke here or a rear naked.
You can really see Kenny's wrestling skills here.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing anybody, beat up Borg. Oh, nice escape by Borg off the fence there, though. I don't know if you're caught up here. Sorry.
I'm still about 5 seconds behind, but
I'm at 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm at 2:10.
Okay.
I did refresh though.
Borg back up here. Now he's going for the takedown. Kenny, great takedown defense so far. And nice elbow down to the body. You got to wonder how much different this has got to feel for Borg. He's used to being in there with 25ers. Oh, nice right hook to the body there from Borg.
Yeah, it is a transition because he's fighting a true 135er tonight.
Oh, man. He had no problem picking that 135er up and slamming him to the canvas, though. That was a great slam there from Borg. This is a really competitive fight, and Kenny scrambles and gets up. Wow, Kenny getting this out. They were not putting odds on this at first. I didn't realize what it was. I guess you were telling me that Kenny was a really late replacement.
Yeah, I think it was like a 9 or 8 days notice.
Wow, that's tough, and that's that shows that Kenny, he was ready. That's what happens when you're ready and in shape, I guess. And Ray Borg, he was the original opponent. He didn't make the weight, and Kenny did.
I almost think though, if you're a champion in LFA, you should be expecting a call anytime from the UFC.
Oh, absolutely. It's at this point, it's their minor leagues. It feels like a WEC type relationship, except for the WEC, there was different weight classes. And Borg's working on a submission. How Kenny, great job of transitioning off the fence and ends up back up on top. 10 seconds left here in the round.
He definitely doesn't have octagon jitters. He's handling himself very well in the first round of his first fight in the UFC.
Or excuse me, Borg with the transition there. I said Kenny. That was horrible.
He used the cage again. He wall walked the cage to get on top.
Yeah, he's done that several times to great success. Let's go over to the comments here. What's going on, everybody? What's up, Dave Peterson, Stoned Wolf, Nigel Leotta says DC and LIDC have already been great tonight. I so appreciate when the commentary is better. Oh, DC's the best, man.
Oh, Dominic Cruz is little DC. I get it.
Oh, Dominic Cruz. I heard Daniel Cormier earlier too, though.
It's John Anik, Cormier, and Cruz tonight.
Oh, that's a great combination. John Anik, he's one of those guys. I think he's not talked about as much, but then when somebody says John Anik, I'm like, oh yeah, that guy's really good.
He's been involved with mixed martial arts. He did the first ever studio show for ESPN in 2005.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize he was back that far with them. Well, it seems like he's been around, I guess, for a long time. So,
yeah, it was him.
What's up, Dave Peterson?
Everyone's smoking something. It looks like there's a lot of comments on that.
All right, here we go. Borg versus Kenny. Well, we are getting close to 420, I guess. So, and they think we want to hear about it because we're in Colorado and Washington. That's all everybody does here is just smoke weed all day.
And watch fights.
Just kidding.
Round 2.
All right, 4:30 left here in the second round. Borg grabbing the body lock. Kenny landing a shot to the body here. These guys' wrestling has really nullified each other. They've both gotten some takedowns, both gotten some escapes. I kind of expected they might come at this round and have a striking match, but that doesn't look to be the case.
It's obviously that wrestling is their comfort zone for both fighters because they're automatically going straight to it.
Yeah, Borg really riding on Kenny. Ray Borg, he was one of those guys that, him, Joseph Benavidez, I think those are really the two. If it wasn't for Demetrius Johnson having the belt for so long, those guys could have ended up being champions.
I'd also throw John Moraga in that conversation.
Oh, yeah. The power of John Moraga. He's dropped off a little bit lately, but yeah, I used to really feel bad for him. You're right there. That knockout power at 125. Nice knees to the body there from Kenny.
I don't recognize this referee. Did you catch his name?
I did, and I think I mentioned it, but I had never heard of him before. So it might be somebody local. Nice elbows coming down here from Kenny. He at least looks attentive, and Borg picks up Kenny again, takes him a little bit away from the fence and slams him back down. Kenny pops right back up. And this guy is scrappy, and Borg gets another takedown.
Tremendous grappling battle so far.
Oh, Borg's got the back. He's got the backpack. Kenny drops back. Oh, that was actually effective there. You know how people get the backpack, and a lot of times people wait when they're standing up, and then they drop back, and a lot of times they end up getting choked out, or the other guy gets choked out. Kenny dropped early there and dumped Borg.
Yeah, before he could get both hooks in, yeah.
Great transitioning by both guys here. Now Kenny up on top here for a moment. Did you notice that he have that scratch on the upper left of his back? I hope he doesn't have a staph infection.
Yeah, I see that. It's pretty puffy, too.
Oh, nice knee to the body there from Kenny. There's been several fighters that have came in to matches in the UFC, prominent matches, that have had staph infections, and you've even heard the commentators kind of a hint to it, but they're not supposed to fight with staph infections.
Yeah, it's so contagious, and you're going to spread it to every person that touches that mat.
Oh, yeah, nice knee to the body there from Kenny. Well, I know they'll cleanse it and bleach everything down like this one, but I'm not saying that's what he has, but if he does, Ray Borg's certainly going to have it after this.
And you also got to think about the mats in the training rooms before they come out to fight. Everyone's rolling up.
Nice exchange of knees to the body. That last knee to the left side, the right knee to the left side of Borg's body, looked like Borg really sucked in some wind there, so I wonder if he had a good spot.
We're up to 32 people. Don't forget, guys, to like and share this video.
Nice elbow there from Borg. I can't believe how gassed he looks right now, though. I mean, I guess it is 38 seconds left in the second round. Oh, nice right hand. As soon as I say that, Borg comes out with a combination. And a knee to the body. That might be a good way to play possum. Act like you're like completely exhausted. Your opponent comes in to finish you, and you just unload. And Borg again picks Kenny up and slams him in the center of the cage. I definitely have Borg winning this round. He's getting hooks in again here.
Not enough time, though.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to run out of time. A very uncomfortable position for Kenny, but Kenny's actually going to reverse and end the round on top.
They set a grueling pace.
Yes, they are. And that's why I talk about scoring. I gave that second round definitely to Borg. The first one really could have gone either way. I thought it could have went either way. Were you kind of scoring that one in your mind?
I got it 2-0 Borg. I think the first round was definitely the closer of the two. I think Borg has been controlling the pace as well as where the fight's being dictated at. He's had the more showy takedowns with the slams, and if the judges are uneducated, they're going to focus on those more than the control that Kenny had in the first round. And, just going off of, the octagon control, I think it's slightly in Borg's favor, so I think Kenny needs a finish in the third round if he wants to pull this out.
I agree with you. I also have Borg up 2-0, but I definitely could see how someone could have Kenny for the first round. I wouldn't give him the second. I'm comfortable calling Borg for the second, but that first round was definitely close.
Arcade Chaos, what's up, buddy?
Billy joining in on the MMA commentary now. He did so well on the NCAA. And Borg picking Kenny up again. I mean, how many times he done? Oh, he's going to hold him there. Let all that blood rush to his head and slam him this time. Smart move by Borg.
Fourth slam of the match now for Borg. Man. And he just drives all that wind out of him when he slams him down to the canvas like that, too.
Yeah, Matt Hughes used to talk about, and now he's going for the hooks. Good job of Kenny getting back up. But Matt Hughes used to like to talk about that, how he would hold a guy up as long as he could because all the blood would rush to your head when you're upside down. Then you slam that guy, he's a little disorientated, and go for a quick submission.
This will be the test of Kenny's cardio as we get later in the third round because it's been a grueling pace, grappling back and forth for a solid 12 minutes now. So we'll see how much he can hold on down the stretch here.
Yeah, it was a nice knee to the body from Kenny. Borg looking to his corner to get some advice there. Or see if they see something that he doesn't. He's done that quite a bit in this one I've seen. And it did look like he was sucking wind earlier, but I have a hard time questioning his cardio when he got several of those big slams after that.
They're saying my voice is way louder than yours, Mike, if you want to adjust it.
Oh, okay, thanks. I was looking to see if somebody was going to say something about the audio. I was thinking, oh, I must have actually got it perfect for once. But
and they showed Kenny's corner. They look pretty calm and collected, so he must be following the game plan here in the third round to get the control back.
All right. Let me know how that is, guys. Borg got the back again. I mean, he's had the back several times. And I think since the first round, Kenny did really well. I think Borg's pretty much dominated since then for the most part. Kenny's definitely held his own, but
Borg hasn't been able to close the show yet.
No, got hooks in here. Kenny's done a very good job of the wrist control. I've noticed several times he's taken that wrist out, extended Borg's arm all the way from his body, and great transition here from Kenny. And he turns it around and ends up getting into side control here.
I also like this ref is letting him wrestle. You know, he hasn't tried to stand him up. He hasn't messed with him at all.
Kenny's going for a choke here. And he's got hooks in. I mean, he's not close on the chin there, but he has hooks in.
Let's see Kenny's submission game then. Borg looks comfortable in the position though right now.
Yeah, he left those legs pretty loose, Kenny did, and Borg transitions out quickly. They're back up, and Borg going for the takedown now. Kenny landing a couple elbows as they're going through. I know some people think this is like a boring type of match. One of my favorite type of matches is when it's just transition after transition, both guys. Borg continuing to go for the takedown now, looking up. I'm not sure if he's looking up the clock or at his corner, but we got 105 right now, and another slam for Borg, right on the shoulder.
Yeah, I've got Borg winning this round pretty easily as well, so Kenny needs to close the show quick. Otherwise, he's going to take that L.
Oh, nice left hook from Borg. And, you know, a lot of people probably thought Borg was at a lot higher level coming into this. And maybe they're right. Maybe Borg just needed to shake off a little ring rust in that first round. Get back to feeling comfortable.
For weight, though. I was worried that maybe it was a bad cut and he would gas out. But Borg had up, so.
Flying kick from Borg. Lands a right hook, and then a flying jump kick to the head. Left hook there from Kenny, last 20 seconds. Kenny's got a cut above that right eye. Not really important now, but. Oh, he's trying to finish.
Cage.
Oh, both guys landing a flurry of punches. What a great end and a better end for Borg.
Solid comeback fight for Borg. He's going to get that W in the win column there. But I think Kenny made a good show. He's going to be brought back for sure.
Yeah, I think Kenny just stamped his ticket for a spot in the UFC for sure. What's up, Geeky Spartan Gaming? How's it going? Billy do a voiceover of Mike's life. Oh, God.
Today in the world of Mike, I drank a beer. I yelled at young David.
What's up, Robert Kerrigan in the house? How you doing, man? Hopefully you worked out that thing on ESPN. Hopefully they didn't pop you for $50.
Quick reminder, guys, we're going to be switching to main ESPN for the rest of the night. This was the end of the ESPN Plus prelims, so...
Oh, yeah, it's there already. It was just that one match, wasn't it? Yeah, so if you're watching along on ESPN Plus right now, you'll be on ESPN cable.
Yep.
Which means you'll probably jump ahead of me in time now.
At least I can pause that, though. We'll be able to sync up easier that way.
Yeah. Well, I think what I did last time, I think actually from inside the ESPN Plus app, I put in my provider, and I think that was actually quicker.
Okay.
Let's see if I could do it that way again.
Yeah, ESPN's showcasing their fight sports package tonight because we have the UFC card, and then they have their top-ranked boxing right after. And it's the return of Teddy Atlas as a cornerman. I watched a whole special on that earlier.
Oh, real? I love Teddy Atlas.
Yeah, he has the light heavyweight champ from Ukraine defending his belt tonight.
Yeah, that was a guy. I'm trying to think who it was that he was fighting, though. A lot of people didn't give him much chance against him, and he really wanted Atlas to be his corner man. And Atlas, I believe he's talking about this on JRE. I believe he actually went to Lithuania or wherever the guy's from. I can't remember. Where was it?
The Ukraine. He went to meet his family and decide if he wanted to corner him.
Yeah, that was an amazing story, and wanted to see how dedicated he was and what kind of a person he was, which is very important to Teddy Atlas.
ESPN needs to hurry up. They're all about LeBron James is out for the season, so they're taking their time here.
What happened to LeBron? I didn't even know.
The Lakers decided to shut him down for the rest of the season. It's only like 2 weeks, so.
Well, they're pretty much out for the playoffs, right? So they can't make it now.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Finally, they're starting it up.
All right.
Positive return for Ray Borg, though.
Yeah, really good to see him back in. I hope his kid's doing well. It sounds like, he definitely is. Anybody that helped, donated to Ray Borg's family or, bought any of the things that were helping, like the Cash App, I know was helping some different things. Pat yourself on the back. That's a great cause when the MMA community came together to help him out.
What was the official decision? I was switching over. I didn't catch it.
Oh, that would be a good thing to know, wouldn't it? I am too. I just assumed that Borg won. Never assume anything in the UFC. Well, they're not in Kansas tonight, but
I thought about it for a second. I was like, oh, wait, MMA judging.
I thought it was getting better, and I think I was telling you that, and you're like, yeah, I'm not so sure. And then, what was I going to say? Then that Kansas card came, and it was just absolutely horrid.
Yeah, that was alarming. How many bad decisions there were.
That was the worst. Yeah, that was the worst judging I believe I've ever seen.
I'm so stoked to watch Gaethje and Barboza. Just watching the intro just gives me chills watching them too.
Oh, that's gonna be an incredible fight. They both have incredible leg kicks, which is, I think I've said before, that's my favorite kind of stoppage, is when kick somebody's leg until they can't stand anymore.
Nigel's saying that Borg lost.
Oh, no. Well, maybe I should have stayed over there. Apparently, Borg got ripped off, in my opinion. I don't know how in the world that happens. But
I'm trying to refresh the results here. And
oh, that sucks.
not catching up. Yeah, they still don't even have the third round on this website.
I'm still trying to sign in to...
Oh, Nigel might be playing us.
my cable provider. I figured he might be. I figured people can.
But first last says Borg lost 2. Crapola. If that is, we have bad judging.
They just cannot get it right very often. Wow.
Yeah, everyone's saying that Borg lost, so.
All right. Well, apparently, congratulations, Casey Kenny. I vehemently disagree. I could have seen how you gave him the first round. The second 2 rounds, I thought easily went to Ray Borg. But
I hope the fighters in the back are watching this because they know they have to close the show now. You can't give it to the judges.
for sure, John Anik, Daniel Cormier, and Dominic Cruz. So the double DC.
Wow, that just floors me. There's no way watching that fight that Kenny won at least more than 1 round.
No, I didn't think so at all. And they're showing the main card here. Besides Barboza and Gaethje, what match are you looking forward to the most?
Josh Emmett, Michael Johnson. Big time.
Yeah, same for me, I think. That Paul Craig, that Kennedy Nzechukwu guy, I'm interested to see him fight again. How did you see it?
Card, I'm looking forward to Ross Pearson, Desmond Green.
Yeah, I'm looking forward, kind of like we talked about, though, to Ross Pearson retiring. It'd be nice to see him go out on a win, but
yeah,
unfortunately, he's a huge underdog tonight. Seiji says UFC judging is #1 bullspit.
They have to do something about the judging.
Well, this is, out of 2 ESPN cards, this is the second. I mean, I know this is early, but we've already had the Kansas one that was absolutely horrible. And I don't know what it has to do with ESPN, maybe bad luck. But, I mean, like I said, that was the worst I've ever seen. And then this was a really bad decision. I don't think, if anybody in here thinks Casey Kenny win that match, let me know. But you guys are pretty educated. I highly doubt anybody here thought that Casey won that.
Oh. Unless you're watching this with beer goggles on, there's no way that Borg lost that fight.
Yeah, I just don't understand how you can have referees at that level be that inadequate.
Talk about kicking a man when he's been down, man. He went through everything.
Especially after everything Borg went through. That's a good point.
I definitely got that pick wrong on MMA Playground.
Myself as well. I actually thought about Casey Kenny a little bit. I was impressed with his career so far, and let's not take it out on Casey Kenny. I mean, it's not his fault. He's not a judge. But, yeah, it's horrible nonetheless. I hate to leave you hanging for a minute, but I really have to go for a minute.
No worries.
Good timing, though, because it's before the first fight here on the prelims. We'll be right back.
Yeah. All right, guys, we got our first fight of the big ESPN prelims, and it's going to be Kevin Holland and Gerald Mercerant. Kevin Holland's walking to the octagon right now. He has the 6th most significant strikes in UFC middleweight history. He's finished 13 of his 14 wins with 7 knockouts and 6 submissions. He's also a Kung Fu black belt. Also the prohibited favorite, if you ask me. That's who I picked on my picks for this fight. And if anyone ever wants to do fantasy MMA with me, Mike, Dutch Guy, and the whole crew, it's MMAplayground.com. And our fight camp is Rocky Mountain Wrecking Crew. Or you can always just drop your username and I will send you an invite to our fight camp. And then drop in the comments what you guys think about this next fight. Who you guys picking in this one? Kevin or Gerald? Now, Gerald has tied for the most finishes since 2016. He's one of 13 fighters in UFC history with an anaconda choke submission. And he's finished 26 of his last 28 fights with 20 submissions. So he is a ground wizard. So if you're Kevin Holland, you want to keep this on your feet and try to stop him. That's the guy Dana said talks too much, but he's a great BJJ. Okay. Nigel says, oh yeah, I'm going to join MMA Playground soon. Right on, Nigel. It's fun. You can also bet on the fights if you want to, too. Robert Kerrigan says, I thought Kenny won because Borg couldn't keep him down. Judges like it when guys pop right up. I mean, I could see that. Nullifying the takedowns by getting right back up. So, yeah, Robert Kerrigan, I could see your point there. And Bruce Buffer with that beautiful 1980s curtain as a coat tonight. Rocking those beautiful pipes as he brings us all into the first ESPN prelim of the night in the middleweight division. It's not legal betting, but they have on MMA Playground, along with the picks, you can bet money. You're given a purse of money, and then you bet on each fight, and it's a way to win prizes and stuff on the website. So, if that helps at all, CJ. And First Last says, Kevin might drop this fool, or this fool in the first round. Yeah, that's I could see that definitely happen. Kevin Holland's out of Fort Worth, Texas, 14-4 overall, 6'3", 185 pounds. He is the favorite, as I said earlier. As he bows to the crowd. And our referee for this fight is Dan Murgliata. And I just got to ask everyone in the comments, does Dan Murgliata look like he's getting smaller? He looks really tiny compared to how he used to. He doesn't look swole like he used to.
He got off that TRT, I guess.
Yeah, he's thinning out. So we're ready for the first round. Here we go, guys. Kevin Holland and Gerald Mercerant, middleweight division.
All right, I'll let you know where I'm at. I'm at 9:32 from the beginning. I don't know if it gives you a time here, but they're announcing Kevin Holland right now.
My fight's already going.
Yeah, I figured by the way you were talking, you were probably just a few seconds ahead of me here.
In the chat room, tell me where you guys all are time-wise, and let's try to sync up with everyone. Because I'm guessing Mike's still watching the fighters probably get announced right about now.
Yeah, they are just about to start this round here. I'll let you know as soon as they start the round. They just touched gloves. So beginning of the first round, 4:55 now.
Okay, I paused it at 4:14.
Oh, Kevin Holland coming out with a spinning wheel kick, misses. Kick to the body there. Mearshot coming back with a nice kick to the body, immediately going for the takedown and driving Holland into the mat. Holland going for a choke here. Did you say 4:14?
Yeah.
Okay, I still got a few seconds. I've seen a lot of people picking Mearshart in the MMA Playground on some of the fantasy leagues. So I'm at 4:14 right now.
Okay, so he's in the choke still.
Yes, doesn't look like this is going to be solid enough. Referee Mark Wild is looking in here, though. I mean, he's got the angle on it. Holland's actually doing himself some favors by going deeper into the choke. Well, kind of for a moment, but it also makes it harder to get out. It's helping his airwaves.
He's got the leg trapped.
Yeah, that's what he needed to do there, is just redistribute the weight in that position of himself and Mearshart.
I just can't get over how Dan Murgliata looks. He looks like he's got cancer or something. He's so small.
Oh, he is quite a bit smaller. Yeah, I noticed that. Now both men pop back up here. Mearshart going for a standing choke, takes Holland back down.
And Mearshant's the submission expert.
Yeah, I picked Kevin Holland coming into this one. I thought that he would win rather easily, but I wasn't real familiar with Meerschaert coming into this.
PR, if you want to sync up with us, I had to pause for Mike to catch up. We're at 2 minutes and 50 seconds in the first round. It's just an easier way if we all try to sync up that we don't spoil anything for anyone.
Meerschaert looks like going for a Darce choke here. A Darce choke or a modified guillotine.
I think he's just got the guillotine. He's going to try to do the guillotine from mount and then release that and go with full control from the mount. But he's still holding on to it. He's got to release that, though. He's not going to submit him like this.
No, not unless, I mean, sometimes you'll get a guy from a neck crank like that, but not at this level. These guys are too mentally strong. And Holland's out.
Yep. Holland needs to get to his feet as he's trying to. But Meerschaert's got his back, hooks in too.
Oh, great job of Holland dumping him on the ground there, though.
He should just walk away. He's playing with fire right now, Mike.
Yeah, nice shots to the body there from Holland. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Holland's not just trying to get this back on the feet. Although Holland, I mean, he is a very good wrestler. So, I mean, maybe he kind of feels like that's his playground. But wrestlers aren't always the best off their back.
Open-handed smacks to the ears there by Holland.
Yep, right to the sides of the ears. Those hurt. I'm surprised sometimes how long the sport's been around, and then you'll see something and be like, oh, why don't they do that more?
If you hit it at the right angle, you could blow an eardrum out.
Yeah, I actually. Oh, he has the backpack here, Meerschaert. I'm not sure how deep this is. The cam angle's kind of bad. This might be pretty deep. Oh, nice job of a Holland.
He's got it palm to palm.
He dumped him. Oh, great job of a Holland. Great reversal. And now he's got the back of Meerschaert on some right hooks. Oh, nice elbow. Very impressive from Kevin Holland. I am very impressed with that reversal.
I take back my statement about Holland wanting to go to the feet. He's doing just fine on the ground.
Wow, and he's got the back. That kind of seemed to deflate Meerschaert a little bit as well, I believe.
He's starting to turtle up a little bit. I know he don't like those elbows. Those are hurt.
Big elbows. Kevin Holland now in full mount. And, yeah, I think Meerschaert just can't wait to get to the next round. And that might have been a mental breaking point for Kevin Holland, honestly. I think he might have broke Meerschaert. He's got a choke on here.
He's got it.
And that's it. Oh, no.
Big elbow.
Oh, they didn't call it. Big elbows there. I thought that it got called there for a second.
I think he heard the 10-second, knock and decided just to hit him with a couple more shots. But I give that first round to Kevin Holland, and I hope the judges are not sleeping again. And actually are paying attention.
I don't know what the hell is going on with these judges. Robert Kerrigan says double choke.
Entertaining first round, though. I enjoyed it.
Oh, definitely. Oh, Jesus. Comedic Genius just got his 362-pound girlfriend out again. How's it going, Comedic? Haterade says, yeah, off the TRT.
For some reason, I misheard you, and I thought you just said Comedic Genius's girlfriend's on TRT.
Oh, that's funny. No, Robert Billy, he's been on the show for a while. You knew him as Be Human on the stats, usually winning the trivia.
Bruins 498. Bruins 498.
Yes, thank you. I don't know why I thought. Okay, never mind then. I was thinking something else. Bruins 498. That's right. All right, here we go. Holland and Meerschaert. Yeah, Billy's been helping me with the NCAA coverage that I was doing before this. A nice 1-2 there from Holland.
Get to see him on his feet now.
Meerschaert grabs the leg there and gets the takedown here. I'm sure Meerschaert's pretty happy to be out of that first round, the way the end of that round was going.
He's definitely more focused and more aggressive in the second round.
Yeah, he just went when he had that good position, and then the sudden Holland not only reversed it on him, but got a similar position on him. He just seemed mentally deflated.
I wish Kevin Holland would disengage and try to get some of his reach advantage and strike from a distance.
Yeah, he's looking to his corner asking something, and hopefully his corner's saying, hey, break. Maybe they told him to throw some of those slaps to the ear. He landed a couple there. He really likes those slaps to the ear.
You might as well do some foot stomps and while he's at it.
Well, you got to do the double slap. That was the the legendary thing with the Vietnamese that they said they would pop people's ears. Oh, great transition again from Holland. Mearshot goes for the takedown. Holland rolls out of it, and now we have Holland on top again here.
Going for the guillotine. That's his go-to submission. This is the third time he's tried to hit the guillotine on Mearshot.
And yeah, it doesn't look like he's in any trouble again, depending on where he goes.
If you were watching when Holland took him down just now, he wanted to knee him in the head so bad, but Mearshot was on the ground. He flinched 3 times throwing that knee.
Speaking of knees to the head, don't forget about ONE FC coming up starting at 11 p.m. Pacific, going into the early morning. Sunday night, Monday morning, Demetrius Johnson, Eddie Alvarez will both be making their debut. Shinya Aoki in a championship match in the main event. 4 of their belts are on the line in one night.
Main evented by Shinya Aoki and Edward Furlong for the 155 title.
And it's not like Mearshot's not having his moments here. He's 4 of 8 on the takedowns, and I'd be pretty damn leery to take any fight to these judges.
Yeah, and this round's a toss-up. It could go either way with 2 minutes to go. If anyone wants to sync up with us, we're at 2 minutes in the second round.
Mearshot just has that look on his face like he just woke up, like, all the time. Takes an up kick there to the face from Holland. Oh, Holland might have a triangle choke here.
Way too high.
Yeah. Yeah, there was an arm in there, too.
Chris Jackson is on Bain ESPN. Sorry to interrupt, Mike.
Oh, no. Thanks for letting him know. Great transitions here. Mearshot ends up back on top. Holland reverses it again, getting back on top. And Holland wanted to go for a choke again there. Both men pop back up. And now Mearshot standing up with his hands around the waist of Holland drags him to the ground.
Grueling pace, back-to-back fights now. These guys have had nonstop action as well.
Yeah, a lot of transitions. And I think this is the case for those guys that are like, don't stand people up all the time. When you end up with exciting matches like this, grappling certainly can be exciting.
King of MMA, we were just talking about that earlier. Borg got robbed.
Gear shot with the side control and kind of the back here of Holland, raining down some ground and pound himself. And, I think Mearshot's maybe done, he might have done enough to steal this round. And Holland gets the reversal here at the end, though. No matter how the round's going, it's always nice to end the round with you on top. Nice shots coming down from Holland. And Holland completely turns it around here in these last 20 seconds.
Okay, I had to hear the pronouncing. It's Mearshart.
Yeah, I didn't think that could be correct. That's what I was saying. I figured I was wrong, but I guess it is right.
Yep, Gerald Mearshart. Thank you, Robert Kerrigan, for taking care of the chat. You're always on point with that. Good job, buddy.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate all my mods. I was talking earlier with some other YouTubers about how I never even have to see like bad comments and stuff because you guys are so quick at getting it out of there. So helpful.
Yeah, Robert's quick. Jason's really fast. Even Dutch guy when he's in here modding, they're always quick. And we're seeing a Conor McGregor commercial. Talk about bad timing.
Oh, they got the proper 12 in there. Innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, just innocent until proven guilty, but you're retired, makes you look bad.
Yeah, I'm hearing from a lot of different sources, including Chael Sonnen. I don't know if you heard him say that yes, Conor McGregor did announce this retirement to distance himself from the UFC. Now, if he was encouraged to, I have no idea.
That's what I was just thinking. Maybe he was, got a wink and a nudge to step away.
Yeah.
Round 2.
All right, gonna get back to the fight here, I guess. Oh, nice low leg kick there from Holland.
Holland's coming out the aggressor. Gerald Meerschaert looks a little gassed. He's not moving slow. The lactic acid.
Big left hook from Holland. Oh, and
he was going to try to throw him.
Yeah, Meerschaert, good job there of blocking that takedown. Then he goes for a spinning elbow that misses. Holland eventually drags him down.
Meerschaert looks totally gassed. He's red in the face, lactic acid building up in the arms as he tries to gain control, going for a guillotine on Holland.
Yeah, I feel like Meerschaert. Oh, yeah, he is. He is definitely going for a choke here. Holland's done very well at working off of that fence, and I think he'll be able to get out of this, but
he's got the choke, trying to put some hooks in. He's going to lose it from this position, though. His head's about to pop out.
Yeah, no, and now Holland getting up and flips him off. Great job by Kevin Holland, knowing where he is in the cage. No, I get the idea. Meerschaert, he's like one of those guys that has the mental heart, but maybe his lungs give up on him because he's very tired. Holland just beating him like a drum right now.
He's attacking those ears now with the punches as well. He's focused on the ears all fight.
Oh, yeah, big hammer fist from Holland. Yeah, that's an interesting point to bring up. The elbows, the hammer fist, the slapping of the ears.
Lost control there.
Yeah. Nice transition by Meerschaert. Reverses it, pushes Holland up against the fence. And I thought Meerschaert had a much better round the last round. Hard to say if Holland came back and won. Who did you give the first 2 rounds to?
I've got it 2-0 Holland, but, anything's possible with these judges. Seven's in the house. What's up, our friend, our longtime friend, Seven?
Yes, what's up, Seven? Meerschaert raining down some ground and pound here, though. He seems to always have like 2 minutes of the round that he explodes, though, Meerschaert, no matter how tired he is. Holland pops back up here, and I actually have this around a piece. Oh, that's the ear slapper using both hands there from Holland. I remember hearing that would, that you could pop somebody's eardrums like that when I was like in high school, and I had gotten myself into a miscellaneous street fight, and I was fighting a guy, and the guy's friend comes from behind to try to jump in. So I did that thing, and I popped his ears. I thought I was immediately going to pop his eardrums, but that's not what happened.
Back in your Kimbo Slice street fighting days?
I grew up in a dangerous neighborhood, Billy. It's not my fault.
We can't let the girls talk to you like that. You had to defend yourself.
This is true. Nice knee to the body there from Meerschaert. Holland reversing. I think he was looking up at the clock there, actually. That's not a good sign here. 1 minute and 5 seconds left, and Meerschaert gets another takedown.
I'm surprised with Meerschaert's performance in the 3rd round. I thought he would be the one with the cardio issues, but it's Holland.
Yeah, maybe, you know how they talk about women sometimes, and I mean, I guess they talk about themselves that time. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but it's a term called resting bitch face, and Mearshart just, I think he might just have resting exhausted face. He just always looks tired. He's always like, I'm not going anywhere near that.
Yeah, whew. You're lucky your wife can't hear you sometimes, huh?
Well, she does not have that thing. Oh, nice combination of the body there from Mearshart.
Throwing a wheel kick there in desperation.
Nice in from Mearshart. This is going to be interesting going to the cards.
I got Mearshart by unanimous decision. He proved me wrong.
Oh, you have? I thought you said you had Hall in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, you and Robert Kerrigan convinced me that round 2 should go to Mearshart.
All right. Yeah, I have him by unanimous decision as well. Yeah, that was horrible. I thought the Borg one was a horrible decision, though. But yeah, Borg lost by decision.
But going by these judges, Holland's going to win by unanimous decision.
Well, yeah. No problem. How's it going, Bobo, Brazil? Glad to see everybody here from Brazil. We have people from so many different places all over the earth. Okay, come on. Thug Life, Stewie Dahmer. Yeah, I don't like that name. Goodbye.
You know, no. Brazil was a famous wrestler from the 60s.
That's one warning.
I want to say Bobo Brazil and the original Sheik used to have wars in Detroit, Michigan back in the day.
Oh, first, last. I didn't put him in as a camera. It gets difficult with OBS and Skype. That's my technical ineptitude. Not anything Billy's doing.
Yeah, no. When he tries to do a camera with another person, that's when all those problems happen. Like when you and Dutch guy tried to do it. So I figured that's why we do it this way.
Yeah. All right. Here's the official score.
Let me turn this down.
Yep, and there we go. How do you get 30-27 out of that? And there's Mearshart, just kind of has that same look on his face he seems to always.
Buckle up, folks. It's Kansas 2.0.
Man, where are we at tonight again? I know I knew, but I can't remember now.
Philadelphia, the home of Rocky.
Oh, yeah. How could I forget that? Winner by split decision.
Wow. I disagree with that decision.
1-6 of his last 7. Here's the thing. I was very close on the second round, but I was leaning Mearshart's way, and then so I really don't see how you do 30-27. I can understand. And that's what I'm talking about,
is the one card that had it 30-27, because there's no one that said Kevin Holland won that third round. You got dominated.
Yeah. You're just not. You don't know how to judge MMA if you're saying Kevin Holland won that third round.
We should try judging some local fights so we can fix this problem.
Something, man. You know, I was starting to think, man, maybe I just don't know what the hell I'm doing. So I started reaching out and talking to people inside the MMA community. And I did learn some things. I did learn some things that I was looking at wrong. But for the most part, everybody told me, yeah, pretty much judging sucks. Mostly Jeremy Horn. He has over 200 MMA fights himself. He's judged and refereed, I believe, now too. I need to have him on the show sometimes. But we've had some conversations about judging.
I would love to know how he got the nickname Gumby.
I think it's from that rubber guy, but I've never asked him. And
I remember when he came back and fought Chuck for the belt, because he was one of the first people to defeat Chuck Liddell.
That was Chuck's first fight in the UFC against Jeremy Horn. Enrique Barboza 16-3. Kevin Aguilar 16-1 coming up next. Almost even on the Vegas odds on this one. Oh, yes, this is on ESPN. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate you helping out there. Still watch the main card, right? Yes, you can still watch the main card. This is the ESPN prelims. The main card actually starts 5 p.m. Pacific, so about 2.5 hours.
And if anyone's just watching the chat room and can't make the fights, they are replaying the prelims and the main card on ESPN2 later on tonight if you want to catch the re-air.
Nice. Cannot watch the main on this one with ESPN Plus. No, that's correct. I got to say, I am very happy with my ESPN Plus membership, though. I mean, we've gotten the majority of the UFC fights this year have been on ESPN Plus. So, I mean, that's a great debut for a $5 a month service.
Now, Ortega has a fight signed, right? Who's he fighting?
Oh, I did. I thought I did see. Let me see if I can find it here.
He's definitely been the one to take over the spokesmanship for Modelo since they went with them.
Well, see, this is the last thing I seen is that he was eyeing Jose Aldo, but that one never came to fruition. So I don't think he has anything scheduled.
Maybe I'm wrong. It just seems like he's taking a long layoff then.
Yeah, well, he had, like I said, he had wanted Jose Aldo, but I believe he wanted a main card. And as you know, Jose Aldo, he's wanting to fight those 3-rounders now.
If you watch the Torrin Brown says Ortega is fighting Zabit at 238 in Chicago.
That's what I think I remember hearing. That was in. I probably just didn't research enough. That sounds familiar now.
And if that's true, that is going to be a hell of a fight.
Thank you, Torrin. Yeah, 237 needs some things added to it because I don't know if you've noticed 237, how stacked it is, and the announcements that they've had for 239 here recently are insane.
Ngannou versus Dos Santos at 239.
Oh my God, that fight is incredible.
And by the way, 237 already happened. 238 is the next one, isn't it?
What's the one in Curitiba then? Is that 238? Curitiba, Brazil?
Or is it 236? Now I'm getting my numbers wrong. What's the Gastelum number?
I thought it was the one coming up now. It's 236, I believe.
Yeah, so I got my numbers mixed up.
Okay.
So 236, 237 will be Brazil, and then 238 is Chicago, and then 239 is the one that they just announced Ngannou versus Dos Santos for, and that's in June? Or no, July?
Yeah, I'm not sure. My site's moving really slowly right now. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I wish I'm having the same problem. Nonetheless, if Ortega's fighting Zabit at 238, that's the fight I want to see.
Yeah, there's so much stuff that's been announced here recently, though. Oh, Ben Askren and Jorge Masvidal. Yes, and 239 July. It's 4th of July weekend. Yeah, I'm sorry you were asking. I don't know how I could have forgotten that.
Thiago Santos card.
Yeah, Thiago Santos versus John Jones. Holly Holm versus Amanda Nunes. Ben Askren versus Jorge Masvidal. And they've announced
Ngannou Dos Santos.
Oh, yes, and Ngannou Dos Santos. My God, what a card.
Yeah, but the 4th of July is one of their, premier fight cards, so that's why they're stacking it.
Well, it's also International Fight Week, 2nd through the 9th.
Hall of Fame inductions that weekend.
Yeah. I'm not going to make it to that this year, but I'm thinking I'm going to go next year.
The only thing I've heard for the Hall of Fame is Michael Bisping. I haven't heard anyone else.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything else either. Him and Connor. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
236 is next. Max versus Diamond.
Huh.
I think I talked over you there. Sorry about that.
It's all good. It's your show, not mine.
All right. Yeah, but it's not good to hear muffling if I accidentally talk over you. All right, next fight. After these commercials, a couple of weird decisions here already in Philadelphia. Ray Borg looked like he was on his way to I thought unanimous decision against Casey Kenny. It ends up going for Casey Kenny, and then this last fight, kind of thought Kevin Holland lost. One judge had it 30-27 when he certainly, I thought he certainly lost at least the third round, and I thought he lost 2 rounds.
I'm in complete agreement. Arcade Chaos says, Robbie Lawler already exposed Ben Askren. You go straight at him and punch him in his mother bleeping face nonstop. And Jorge Masvidal's going to put the pressure on Ben Askren. No doubt about it.
Very, very much true. Thinking about a guy like Robbie Lawler and then Jorge Masvidal, I mean, I know Jorge Masvidal, he's dangerous. You've seen what he just did to Darren Till. But you can definitely see, too, that Jorge Masvidal was a guy that could make 155. When I think about him and Robbie Lawler, they just don't look like they're in the same weight class.
Yeah.
I mean, Robbie Lawler is thick. I mean, he is thick. He is ripped. What's up, Todd Strength? I'm not hating on Askren. Oh, some of the people hate on Askren. I kind of like Askren. I think he's very entertaining, but I like Masvidal as well.
But then again, if you look at Askren, he has one of those faces you just want to punch.
I don't know why. I really like him. I like his taunting, and I'm not sure why it comes off to me differently than Colby Covington's. Maybe it's like a little more playful. Maybe it's a little more authentic. Maybe I'm just biased.
Tard Strength, if you think I have a face that needs to be punched, I'm in love. In Colorado, you can come see me anytime you want.
Oh, well, you know, here in Washington, I got a video in the queue, but on the fact that we have mutual combat here as a law, I don't know if it's there in Colorado.
No, unfortunately, they like to lock people up for just disagreements when it's so stupid.
So for those that you don't know, Mutual Combat, and they were just advertising, interrupted April 13th, next week, Poirier versus Holloway. And why am I drawing a blank on the main event?
For the main...
Or excuse me, Poirier versus Holloway and Adesanya versus Gastelum. Thank you, that's the co-main event. Yes. But yeah, Mutual Combat Law here in Washington. I put together a little video that I'll drop later in the week, but you know, just like back in the day, if you see me on the street here in Washington, just tap your foot 3 times and we can go at it.
All right, guys, what are your picks on this fight? Kevin Aguilar and Enrique Barzoza. Couple of featherweights.
I'm trying to remember who I picked on this. I think I picked Barzola. I have to look at my picks page, but everything pretty even except for Aguilar with a 3-inch reach advantage, year older at 30.
I believe I picked Aguilar, but CJ's going with Barzola. Says Barzola all day.
Wow. Yeah, I'm having some little bit of internet speed difficulties today.
Robert Kerrigan's going with Kevin Aguilar. Kevin's got this. So a little mixed predictions here. Yeah, Arcade Chaos, I've heard that from a lot of people. That stuff does a lot of weird stuff to people when they give it to them. So I've heard that too.
Make me loopy to say the least. I like knowing where I am, my own name. Yeah, and I bought into the hype on a lot of those medications a while back. I feel so stupid now. I had a doctor give me an anti-anxiety medication that was making me dizzy, And then I was looking in my old medications because I didn't end up taking them for very long, and it said there was one that said to stop dizziness. So they're like, "Oh, it makes you dizzy. Let's give you another drug to stop making you dizzy." It just doesn't make sense to me at a certain point.
Wow. Okay.
All right, I flushed them all. But Enrique Barboza versus Kevin Aguilar. Went down a little rabbit hole there, but.
Arcade Chaos. Good answer. Good answer, buddy. I like it.
I'm not looking at the chat now, but all right, here we go. Barboza, yeah, I said in the gray shorts. Aguilar in the black shorts. I believe Barboza wants to keep the standing, and Aguilar is probably going to come in for the takedown. Nice low leg kick from Aguilar, though. Barboza going for like a flying kick to the chest there or something, but misses. I have a feeling I might have lost you on time again here. I'm at 4:10 right now.
That's exactly where I am.
Oh, okay, good. Because I had to refresh because my computer was having some overload issues.
I just got distracted by the chat. They're entertaining.
Oh, no problem.
There's some pretty smart people that chat in here. They know what they're talking about.
Nice low leg kick there from Barboza, and Aguilar catches him low there. Yeah, there's definitely, these are more of the hardcore fans, I would say, definitely, that are in the Fights of Friends.
I've seen Arcade Chaos pretty much comment first and last. They're like on every broadcast no matter what you do. Robert's in here most of the time as well.
Robert has a very extensive knowledge of combat sports, boxing, and MMA. We've had some long conversations.
He didn't take a break for that long for the low blow, though.
No, he didn't. Right back in the center of the cage. 3.5 left here in the first round. Nice combination there from Aguilar. Ends it with a body kick.
Nice this is our stand-up fight of the night. It's been non-stop grappling for the first two.
Yeah, another nice 1-2 there from Aguilar. And a straight left from Barboza.
Barzola seems to be a counterpuncher because he's letting Aguilar lead the dance right now.
Yeah, he's definitely waiting to time Aguilar either time, and he does right there with the straight left. Nice counter. Oh, blocks upstairs, but takes a left hook to the body. There does Barzola from Aguilar.
It's hard because you want to say Barboza so bad.
Yes, we've been talking about Barboza all week. Aguilar blocks the head kick from Barzola there, and Aguilar lands a nice body kick there. Right hook to the body. Nice exchange. Both men going deep to the body here.
What's up, Peter Ordinary?
Peter Ordinary in the house. Aguilar, nice straight right there. 2:10 left here in the round.
I wish people would go for that liver punch more. It's so effective. If you get it on the button, it will end the fight.
Yeah, that's a nice body kick there from Barzola. The best body kicks I've ever seen came from Anthony Pettis. I think I can't remember who he stopped. There was one that's really iconic that he stopped. Might have been RDA.
Didn't he stop Cowboy with the body shot?
That could be the one I'm thinking of. He stopped a couple people with body kicks. I think one of them was very iconic though.
He also knocked out Wonder Boy with an amazing Superman punch.
Yes, he did. Man, I can't wait to see what's next for that guy.
He's called out pretty much everyone under the sun, that's for sure.
Yeah, nice straight left there from Aguilar and a combination. If you wonder why we weren't saying a whole lot, these guys are taking a little time to find their range here.
They're just dancing.
I think we're going to start seeing the wrestling more now, DC.
Barzola, what is that about? He's like doing this faint dance thing there. That was funny.
He was even throwing some weird kicks that weren't even landing. I don't get it. Now he's got Aguilar against the fence in the clinch.
Yeah, unfortunately, not the first round I was expecting, but it is a filling out round. Oh, nice body kick there from Aguilar, though, with the combination there at the end.
And a nice behind it.
Aguilar's really starting to put together some combinations, I feel like.
He seems to have the speed advantage, but like I said, Barzola is the counterpuncher, so he's waiting on that opportunity to land. Looks like the overhand right.
Oh, nice. Yeah, nice straight right there from Barzola. Like right as you said that, he lands a right hook here. Goes for the takedown. Blocked easily. Wow. Going for the spinning wheel kick there is Barzola. Misses at the end there. I feel like Kevin Aguilar learned a lot about Barzola in that round. He really seemed to find the range around the middle of the round. And I really felt like he started to develop a timing. And now it's Barzola's job to come back and counter that.
Pretty slow-paced round. I think Aguilar takes the round just on octagon control and aggression.
Peter Ordinary in the house. Robert Kerrigan. All right, couple of trivia questions. Let's drop one right in between here, guys. Real quick. This organization has brung us many UFC veterans here recently, or many new UFC prospects, excuse me. We've even called them the proving grounds, or maybe like the minor league for UFC. They've had more fighters come into the UFC through the Dana White Contender Series than any other organization. It is not K1, it is not Pride.
You guys that I can't play?
You can't play when you're on the chat, sorry.
But I do already know the answer.
We know Connor ruined him. Says first loss. I think we might have even talked about it earlier. WWE, did I win? What's up, Dean? All right, back to the round here.
7, you're close.
Nice left hook there from Barzola to start this second round. Oh, nice 1-2 here from Aguilar. Like I said, I've got a really good feeling about Aguilar. Unless he gets caught here, I just really think he has the better footwork, the better boxing right now. Nice right uppercuts there in a combination there from Aguilar.
I say we give 7 the win because he's pretty much got the answer now.
Oh, what? I'm not looking at the chat now. What does he have on
there? He said Legacy.
Legacy Fighting Alliance LFA. We'll take that. Yep, 1,000 points on the board for 7. We'll take it since it had been a little while.
Yeah, people keep saying Ryzen and IFL, looks like.
Yeah, well, it was kind of a vague question, but I was talking about it from a more modern day
right
aspect. Oh, nice little quick takedown there from Barzola, but Aguilar pops right back up. Lands a straight right there.
Well, good job, 7.
Nice low leg kick. From Barzola. Aguilar with the 1-2 up front. Yes, 7 with 1,000 points on the board. And if you have an MMA question you want to throw out there, Billy, just throw it out there in between in between rounds or when there's no action.
Yeah, I got a bunch. So.
All right.
A little bit more pep in the step for Barzola. He still wants to counterpunch, but he's at least moving forward more now. Tries the overhand right and misses.
Better defense this round for the most part as well, too. Look like that straight right from Aguilar got in, but he's blocking a lot of his shots.
And I thought the feeling out portion was done, but they might just be tentative because they're not going for it. It's just mostly feints and circling right now.
Oh, they definitely are. Aguilar goes for a combination there. Kind of maybe grazes with the straight right. Barzola does a good job of blocking the kick there. Oh, nice combination there from Barzola. Goes for like a flying kick, misses, but lands the right hand.
Trying for the takedown now, switching it up, but lets it go pretty quick. Good leg kick there by Aguilar.
Oh, nice low leg kick there from Barzola. Yeah, you have to really watch your tail on your strikes in today's UFC. These guys are at such a high level, and at a young age, they've already seen so much. They see something that's like, I recognize that. I recognize that.
One of my favorite moves was what James the Sandman Irvin used to do, where he'd charge in faking for a takedown and make the guy start to sprawl, and then he'd throw a flying knee.
Oh, I do remember that. He was great. Oh, our Aguilar starting to land some good shots here. Landed a nice head kick up top. That one got through. He's throwing a lot of combinations. Even though Barzola's blocking a lot of these, I mean, he keeps throwing that many. Barzola's not going to be able to keep his hands up.
Right. And we got Radwan Akil. Go ahead and tell him to get out of here, Mike.
Get the fook out of here. All right, Barzola goes for the takedown. Nice defense there from Aguilar.
Aguilar's got a cut. Looks like it, or his nose is bleeding. I can't tell.
Yeah, it looks like his nose is bleeding. Just make sure, give that a nice little blow in between rounds. He'll be fine.
I like that Aguilar's not giving away too much. He's keeping the defense strong. He's using his jab. He's keeping Barzola off his feet.
Yeah, he definitely understands, his role in the dance right now. That Barzola wants to be the counterpuncher, and he's kind of playing like I call hybrid counterpuncher sometimes. Like he's willing to engage, but it's all in these little movements, these little feints, and not opening yourself up for a whole lot. But I think Aguilar's won the first 2 rounds.
All right, guys, go ahead and refresh, and I'll get you guys a MMA trivia question here. I'll give you guys 10 seconds to refresh.
I hear you, Torrin Brown. Joe Rogan will probably still always be my favorite UFC commentator.
All right, guys, trivia time. Who defeated Rico Rodriguez to win their first heavyweight championship? Who defeated Rico Rodriguez to win their first heavyweight championship in the UFC? Geeky Spartan Gaming, it is the maniac himself, Tim Sylvia. You are correct. 1,000 points, Geeky Spartan Gaming.
Interesting that you connected those 2 fighters because they both had 2 unusual ways to use the belt. Tim Sylvia was known for taking his belt out to the club and to the grocery store. He would wear it on his shoulder, around his waist while he was grocery shopping. And then Rico Rodriguez actually sold his belt. We've had this as a trivia question on eBay for $5,000. And rumor was Dana White bought it back, and then when Rico was in some better times, gave it to him.
I have a pride question for the next break.
All right. 4:25 left in this. It's not a lot of activity for these guys. Aguilar's doing the more. Lands a low leg kick there at the end of the combination.
Aguilar still focusing on the jab to keep Barzola at bay, though. Good uppercut by Aguilar there. He's peppering him with those jabs. Left hand hook by Aguilar.
36-11, significant head strikes in favor of Aguilar. 3:45 left here in the round. Nice left hand there from Aguilar, pumping that jab out there. Oh, lands a straight left. Now he seems to be getting Barzola to chase him at this point. Do you get that feeling too?
Yeah, it seems Barzola's getting the desperation of the fight because he seems to think he's behind on the cards because he is the one charging it in this round.
Yeah, and Aguilar's just picking Barzola off as he comes in. Oh, nice combination for Barzola as I say that. Power punches up top, and Barzola going for the takedown. Aguilar, great defense, and back to the center of the cage.
Lands a body punch on the break for Aguilar. No major punches landed, though. No one's taking a severe amount of damage at all in this fight.
So for those that do watch basketball, as you're saying, LeBron James shut down for the season. For those who didn't see it, groin injuries, and Lakers have been out of the playoff contention for a while.
I think it's smart to rest him. Why put him up for any injury? And he's probably already hurt.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that groin injury, but they said to let it properly heal. That does not sound good.
Arcade Chaos, Ngannou has signed to fight Junior Dos Santos at UFC 239.
Oh, that is such a great fight. Oh, nice spin kick upstairs there from Barzola. Oh, nice 1-2 from Aguilar, though. Yeah, body kick there from Aguilar.
Lots of leg kicks from Barzola in this round.
Yeah, he's getting super aggressive. I think he thinks he needs a finish right now. Or definitely can't give up a round right now.
Good leg kick to the body from Aguilar. And Aguilar's still using that jab. If the judges are paying any kind of attention, that jab's winning Aguilar the fight.
Oh, nice right hook to the body. Nice shots to the body there from Aguilar. Oh, and a 1-2 from Barzola. 1:20 left in this round. Did we get unsynced, or are we still?
We're good.
All right.
Torrin Brown with a beautiful comment saying, Spencer Fisher, the king himself, will be returning at 239. I wish. He's been retired for so long.
Yeah, he has. Nice low leg kick there from Barzola, and Aguilar lands a straight right up top. Yeah, he was a very entertaining guy to watch. And I love that DC. You hear him. He finally says, I think Barzola needs to rethink what he's doing. I think it's a little late now.
Yeah, I disagree with the game plan he came in. His game plan was to counter-strike, but Aguilar using his jab did not open any opportunities for Barzola to counter. As he lands a good overhand right, though.
Yeah, he did. Nice combination there from Barzola and a couple good shots. And, I mean, with these judges tonight, you went around. You never know if they were watching the rest of the match. Oh, nice right hand there again from Barzola on the left hook. Oh, nice flying knee. Wow, what an end of the fight. I wish they wouldn't have saved that for the last minute. But
Pete Ordinary on main ESPN.
Yep, so if you got... if you got one of those cable companies where you're spending a lot of money, it's already on there. If not, hey, I got a deal for you. I heard about this company. They've approached me. They're called Sling TV. They have ESPN 1, 2, and 3. And right now, Fights with Friends has an affiliate code, $10 a month for 3 months. After that, just $25 a month.
Man, that is one hell of a deal.
I haven't heard of $10 a month like for that kind of service and those kind of channels in a very long time. So I was really excited, not just that they were giving the deal to you guys, but I was excited for myself. I immediately, dropped DirecTV because they just raised their prices and jumped to Sling.
If everyone wants to refresh, I got the next trivia question while we wait for a decision here. I'll give you guys 10 seconds to hit that refresh button real fast. All right, Fights with Friends. Name the fighter that this wrestler knocked out Mirko Cro Cop with a beautiful overhand right in Pride Fighting Championships. This wrestler knocked out Mirko Cro Cop in Pride Fighting Championship. You know this one, Mike?
I'm pretty sure I know this one.
It is not Hendo.
I think I might
It's
have
not-
used this one once. I'm not sure though.
I'll give you guys a hint. It is not Mark the Hammer Coleman. This fighter is no longer with us, unfortunately. Macho Man. I want to give that answer to Target Strength because I love Macho Man, but no. Sam 302. Kevin the Beast Randleman. 1,000 points for Sam 302. That is the correct answer. One of the biggest upsets in MMA history. Kevin Randleman knocking out Mirko Cro Cop. And the judges strike again, Mike.
No, they got it. I had it for
I think it's the
Aguilar.
wrong one.
Did you have it for Barzola?
No, I was looking at the wrong screen.
Oh, okay. Kevin
Unanimous
Aguilar,
decision.
winner by unanimous decision. They get it right. They've only had one really, well, I guess one really bad one. 2017 for Holland was pretty bad too, though. So, I don't know. I guess they're 1 for 3.
Target Strength, are you a wrestling fan? Because if you are, we will be doing WrestleMania a week from tomorrow.
Yes, it will. Gonzaga is starting to, a lot of the NCAA games are picking up here fairly quickly, I believe, right?
Yeah, 5 minutes from tip-off for Gonzaga and Texas Tech.
God, I need to get another monitor in here so I have my Roku hooked up too. I don't know if how much my connection can handle, but I want to have the NCAA games in the other browser.
Yeah, I'm just checking the scores. On Comcast, if you hit one of the buttons on the remote, it brings up all the sports scores. So I've just been doing that.
Oh, nice. All right. Yeah, great win there for Kevin Aguilar, though. I mean, he threw a lot of shots. I think that this was a hard fight for Kevin Aguilar in a way because, as you said, Barzola just kind of refused to engage there until the end. And then you've seen Aguilar's counter-striking when Barzola started to engage more.
That jab was the key for Aguilar's whole game plan. Nothing to write home to mom about, though. They need to bring more action if they want any more exposure, though.
All right, Ross Pearson versus Desmond Green coming up next. Desmond Green, I was surprised to see how big of a favorite he was, but then I think it was you that was reminding me how far Ross Pearson has dropped recently.
Yeah, he's got the BJ Penn disease where you just want to keep going until you win one.
Man, yeah, I wish he was not fighting. What's up, Jake Johnson? What's up, Robert Kerrigan? Who is winning in tournament? As far as which? The trivia tournament? The trivia tournament.
Three-way tie.
Oh, for today? Yeah, three-way tie. If he's talking about the tournament, I don't know if he's talking about that or the year-long tournament, which this was actually supposed to be the last week of it, Billy, but you are ahead by so much that, unfortunately for everyone else, you're not going to catch up. You're ahead by like over 14,000 points. The last time I had brought it up.
I have another question for everyone when they're ready.
Thank you, Dean. BJ wants to go out on a win. He better call out Sean Shirk or Jens Paul. Call out CM Punk. I mean, they're not the same weight, but.
Can I throw out a question real quick, Mike?
Yeah. So this defunct league had different weight classes than the UFC. They had talent such as Dominic Cruz, Uriah Faber, Chael Sonnen. The UFC began to co-promote with them for a while, ended up buying them over, and then eventually merging those weight classes into the UFC. Peter Ordinary's got it right there, WEC.
Nice. I got my question ready now. Mine's a little bit old school.
All right. I have 7, and then I have Geeky getting the second one. Who had the third one?
Sam 302.
Sam 302. Thank you. I just want to make sure I'm.
All right. Give me the real name of the fighter known as Cabbage. Give me this fighter's name. His nickname was Cabbage. He's from Hawaii. This should stump some people. It is not Eddie Bravo.
That's it. That is a great guess, though.
Do you know Cabbage's real name, Mike?
Peter Ordinary's got his first name right there.
Yep, we just need the last name now.
Yep, I know what I was giving him just another second. Penn should fight Mickey Gall. Oh, he would lose. I think Penn would lose to Mickey Gall even right now.
Cabbage is actually... There it is.
Peter Ordinary's got it. Great job, Peter Ordinary. I was just about to call it out if somebody didn't get it quickly. So, Peter Ordinary, 2,000 points on the board.
I used to love watching Cabbage fight.
I used to love watching Tank fight, who, Cabbage ended up beating Tank, but...
Yeah, Cabbage fought Tim Sylvia, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Man, that guy had, like, the hardest head ever. I remember that's what people used to say about him.
And if you guys have ever seen when BJ Penn beat Matt Hughes for the first time, BJ Penn actually is on Cabbage's shoulders when he's, like, celebrating by punching himself in the face. It's one of the iconic images of early UFC.
Oh, that's funny. That was BJ Penn. That was his, like, go-to, though, was he liked to take lick the blood on his fingers and then hit himself in the face. Arcade says, I used to like to watch Kenny Florian fight. An effort went for broke, and he had them elbows from hell. Yeah, those elbows that took him all the way, to the finals of the Ultimate Fighter when he was fighting, I believe, at 185, and he was naturally at 145.
Yep. He cut up Chris Lieben. That's how he got to the finals.
Yeah. Yeah, it was absolutely crazy elbows. The first 2 seasons of the Ultimate Fighter. So that's, I guess that would be a good question. Here, I'm going to throw out a trivia question. So,
right on.
Kenny Florian had sharp elbows in the first season. There was another guy who was very well known for having sharp elbows in the second season of Ultimate Fighter. Also fought in, actually, I'm not sure he fought in the finals. He fought against the finalist.
What was the weight class?
I don't know because they were moving so many weight classes around there. For those that have been watching, though, I'll give you a little bit of an advantage just for being loyal. He's been on this show.
Okay.
He's been a guest on the show. Diego Sanchez was first season. So he cut up, the guy that he cut up ended up being the eventual winner. I believe it was in the finals, but I wasn't positive, and it was a fight against Big Daddy Joe Stevenson. He would come down to the cage with a ski mask on. Crazy Horse Away. All right, Luke Kumo was the answer I was looking for.
Yeah.
Silent Assassin, okay. Luke Kumo.
Training partner of Matt Serra.
Luke Kumo was?
Yeah, he was. When Matt Serra knocked out GSP, Luke Kumo ran into the cage and picked Matt Serra up.
Oh, okay. I wonder if he helped train on that season, because that was after season 4, the Ultimate Fighter comeback. Ross Pearson minus 350 favorite.
We're gonna have to throw out a makeup question. And yeah, Joe Daddy Stevenson did win season 2, so you were right on that.
Well, I knew he won, but I wasn't 100% positive that he won it against Luke Kumo. I think he did, though.
I'll throw out a quick question real fast. Who did Rich Franklin beat for his middleweight championship? Who did Rich Franklin defeat to win the middleweight championship?
All right, here we go. Ross Pearson, Desmond Green. Ross Pearson, been in the UFC. Of course, he's from the first UK season. I believe he was on the UK versus Aussies.
Yeah, he was. The Whitaker season.
Nice body kick there from Pearson. Yeah, that's turned out pretty well.
First and last with 1,000 points, it was Evan Tanner.
Rest in peace.
So first and last is on the board now, too.
All right. Yeah, we got a four-way tie for second with 1,000 points. Peter Ordinary, 2,000 points on the board. Nice little body kicks here from Desmond Green. Pearson lands a short body kick. Desmond Green's been good in fights. I've watched him in the past at using his reach. Yeah, he has some very good kicks. Lands a nice low leg kick there.
Yeah, Peter Ordinary, Evan Tanner's dead. It's a really sad story. He went missing backpacking in the desert.
Oh, Pearson throws some vicious low leg kicks, though. Oh, and a nice left hook. Oh, and Green pops him. Big left hook. Floors Ross Pearson. I was just about to ask you, Billy, if you thought Pearson had more power, and then Green pops him and knocks him down on the ground. I thought he was about to finish the fight.
Pearson does look in good shape tonight, though.
Seemed to have recovered early and lands a nice low leg kick there. I don't like how he brings his legs way down when he throws those leg kicks, though. He kept him up when he threw the body kick there, though. Nice body kick. Oh, nice job there from Pearson. Catches the knee of Desmond Green. I like Desmond Green as well, but I mean, if Pearson is looking to get out of this thing, it'd be nice to see him get a win before he goes out.
Right. You think he'd want to fight in the UK?
Yeah, that's true. I just don't think he's that big of a star that he can call his own shots like that. At this point, I think any win will do. Nice straight left there for Green. And Pearson is having a hard time finding the range. Oh, nice little fake there from Green. Kind of faked the shot and then gets a takedown. Landed some brutal ground and pound. About 15 right hands in a row. 20. This was close to getting stopped. It's all over. Desmond Green. First round knockout. 2:06 left in the round.
Beautiful, beautiful performance by Desmond Green. Stops Ross Pearson in the first round with vicious ground and pound. And you're right, Mike. Our heart goes out to Ross Pearson, but someone needs to sit him down and say, son, it's time to move on.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that these guys can do now. Hopefully he's set himself up for a career outside of the cage. But when you're talking about, England, they're pretty new to the MMA thing. I mean, Bisping's a huge star there. I don't know if Ross Pearson, if he has any kind of following there, you'd think he could make some money teaching, maybe even, doing some guest appearances and different things for companies there in England.
Beautiful takedown by Desmond Green, and the minute he got Pearson against the cage, just rained down his right hands to the face. Pearson had no response to that. It was just a matter of time, and the judge ended up having to save him.
Wow, yeah, he's going to be hurting tonight. He's going to be having some swelling on that head.
First round TKO, Desmond Green.
Yeah.
Credit.
I almost was going to pick Pearson until actually I looked at the Vegas odds, and then I started looking into it, and I was like, why is he so much a favorite? And then you started talking about it. I started looking into how far Pearson had actually dropped.
Arcade Chaos says, let me bang, bro. That's a good question. Just name the guy that said that in The Ultimate Fighter.
That is a good one. It is the 30th. It's the last day of the month, guys. You literally have 15 days to get your taxes into the IRS. Don't forget to fill those out on time. I hope you get some money back. But in the meantime, I want to save you some money. TurboTax nice enough to give the Fights or Friends family this code to go to them, save 20% off any of their packages. And they start out at right about, I think, $19.99 a package. Some of you, when you put in that code, I believe some of you may even be able to do your taxes for free still. So which means I wouldn't get the kickback, but I'd be happy that I sent you over there and gave you that peace of mind.
People are saying it was Jamie Varner, but actually that's not who we're thinking about. This person said, "Let me bang, bro," on like season 20 or 21 or something.
All right, there it is, Desmond Green. What?
What?
Oh, nothing.
You freaking out about?
I thought he said something, but he didn't. Never mind. I thought he said something, but I think I.
Judges can't screw that one up.
Desmond Green, 22-8, 6 wins by knockout. Yeah, I think those Kansas City ones could have pulled a Steve Harvey and called the wrong name. Money is green, says CJ. Yes, it is. That Wargi Hoist Gracie took them out with his own gi across his bottom lip. I'm not sure, Arcade Chaos. Do you remember that one? He says, someone refreshed my memory. Forgot his name, French dude that wore a gi. Hoist Gracie took him out with his own gi across his bottom lip. Yeah, I can't think of who that would be.
I wasn't even listening. I'm sorry.
Robert Kerrigan says, breaking news. Oh, no problem. Just Arcade Chaos. Look up at his comment up there. He's trying to remember a fighter.
No, it wasn't Jamie Varner. The fighter we were looking for was Julian Love. He was the one that got into the fight in the house, and he was screaming at the other people, "Just let me bang, bro. Let me bang."
All right, Robert Kerrigan says, breaking news. Is there actually breaking news? Or is your mess? I'm gonna look on SureDog here. No.
I think he's talking about the breaking news they keep saying about on the bottom of the screen with LeBron.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is crazy. I just realized I didn't have the scrolling bar on here, but
you want to throw out another trivia question since they're all asking their own?
Yeah, let's throw something out there. We got 6 out there right now. So Conor McGregor is considered the champ. He was the first fighter to ever have 2 belts at different weight classes at the same time. Who was the first fighter to win belts at 2 different weight classes at any time, though? Who was the first one to win championships in 2 different weight classes?
In the UFC.
In the UFC, thank you. Yes.
I think I know this one.
Last name. There you go. Nigel Leoto.
I forgot it.
Randy Couture.
That's the right answer, isn't it?
Yep, Nigel, Randy Couture.
Heavyweight and light heavyweight.
Randy, but we're looking for last names.
So that's the first correct answer for Nigel tonight, right?
Yeah, we have a 6-way tie for second. Peter Ordinary has 2,000 points. Everybody else with 1,000. Well, not everybody else, but the other 6.
I have an Elite XC question for everyone.
All right, shoot.
All right, just go ahead and hit refresh if you guys need real fast. Now, I could be wrong. This is either Elite XC or Showtime. But name this former UFC middleweight champion that was stopped and knocked out by Nick Diaz. This famous UFC champion was knocked out in either Elite XC or Strikeforce by Nick Diaz. It is not Robbie Lawler. Nick knocked out Robbie Lawler in the UFC. Everyone's saying Lawler. No, it is not Robbie Lawler.
Yeah, that was the first time I seen Nick Diaz in the UFC, actually, is when he knocked out Robbie Lawler.
Sam 302, you're probably going to kick yourself, but it is not Ken Shamrock. But if people pay attention to Sam's answer, you'll know who I'm thinking about.
Yeah, that gave it away.
Peter Ordinary, Frank Shamrock. That's the answer.
All right, so if you're not sure about a last name, this is kind of, I just take this from Jeopardy, how they do it. If you give the last name, that is good enough. But if you do give a first name, it has to be the correct first name.
So Peter's stepping up his lead.
Yeah, Peter Ordinary with 3,000 points. Nigel first, last. Sam and Geeky all with 1,000. Oh, Geeky and 7, excuse me.
And you had first, last on there and Nigel?
Yeah, I had Nigel on the first, last, then Nigel. Yep. All right, let's throw a boxing question out here real quick. When Mike Tyson returned from prison, who was the first fighter that he went into the ring against?
It's a good question.
Geeky, was that Robbie Lawler to the Tyson one?
Peter Ordinary.
Yep, Peter McNeely right there. Got it. Boom.
Was that fight on Fox?
I believe that one was on, I'm not sure if it was on Fox or on pay-per-view, because I thought that one was on pay-per-view, and I know right around that same time he also fought on Fox. He fought against Joe Frazier's son, I believe, Marvis Frazier.
Hey, Douglas again too on Fox and knock him out?
That one might have been on Fox as well.
Keeping with the boxing era, who did Oscar De La Hoya this legendary boxer was defeated by Oscar De La Hoya for De La Hoya's coming out party. This legendary boxer was knocked out by Oscar De La Hoya. Legendary Mexican fighter. Let me help even more.
I know what that one is, though. Sure.
Would you count Peter's answer?
Oh, sorry, I was doing something in the background here. Yes, last name Chavez. That's what Jeopardy looks for, and that's what we look for. Although it was Junior, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., but yes.
That was one of the boxing fights that always sticks in my head.
A lot of Mexican fans hated Julio Cesar or Oscar De La Hoya after that. Felt like he beat their hero, but I mean, what's he supposed to do? Lose the fight?
You should ask a kickboxing trivia question.
Yes, this kickboxing Glory champion has over 100 wins. I believe he has more wins than any kickboxer ever. Recently entered the UFC and fought Khalil Roundtree Jr., another decorated kickboxer from Glory. He is a legend when it comes to kickboxing.
Big time.
There we go. First last. Scott F. What's up, Scott F? I think Scott would have beat you on that one. If I do take just the last name as well, though. So for speed, if you want to just hit the last one too.
First last takes second place on his own now, I believe.
All right. Yes, he does. 2,000 points. Good to see Scott in here, though. Nice to see you, Scott. I just use the Jeopardy rules, so if anybody doesn't like them, I can be like, well, I'm sorry, I just stole from Jeopardy.
All right, keeping with kickboxing, this legendary K1 kickboxer's nickname was the Dutch Lumberjack. Who was referred to as the Dutch Lumberjack in K1?
Oh, we're getting tough now. I don't even know that one.
He's one of the most famous kickboxers in the world.
Okay, I might know once you said his name, but it doesn't come to mind.
Just focus on the word lumberjack. It is not Overeem. It is not Ernesto Hoost. Delico has it. It is Peter Ertz, the Dutch lumberjack.
Oh wow!
I know the spelling wrong, but I'll take it.
Great job. Well, you got one. You got one that I didn't know there. I will admit.
Oh, I used to love the K1 kickboxing. Yeah, everyone gets it. There's a bunch of them that had it. Simi Schilt was also in the, yeah. I could go all day with it.
Who was the last one that had that one? I was doing something in the background.
Deliko. Delico.
Okay.
Delico or something.
All right. So we mine isn't above his. Peter Ordinary says mine isn't above his. Let me
the bar's not working, so you're gonna have to check.
Okay, let me go back up. This was
Whoa, I'm way off now. No, I have Peter right below Delico.
Yeah, that's how I have it on mine as well. Yeah, you guys probably answered it almost the exact same time, but Delico was just early. So on yours, if you answer one right around the same time as somebody else, a lot of times it'll show you first, and then when you refresh, it should show Delico first. A lot of people have had that issue.
We're moving to the women's strawweight division for our next fight.
All right, we got is Michelle Waterson up next?
No.
Already? No. Okay.
Nope.
I was bringing up the card here in the.
It's Rodriguez versus Jessica Aguilar.
That's right. Okay, my one of my windows had froze, so I lost the fight.
Don't give up, guys. There's more questions for you guys to catch Peter Ordinary tonight. And actually, I have another one ready because we're going right back to commercial. They're killing time here.
Yeah, they are. Usually not quite so many commercials on ESPN, but I guess a 3-hour for the prelim.
This question is going to be a race to whoever can type the fastest. Name the famous fight camps that produced Chuck Liddell. You know this answer, right, Mike?
Yes. Sorry about that, Robert. We've talked about that. That sucks.
Name the fight camp that produced Chuck the Iceman Liddell. It is ran by John Hackelman. It is not ATT. It is not AKA. It is not Team Quest. We have the answer now, though, Mike. Go ahead and give him his props.
All right, let me get back. The Pit, Mitch Mack.
Yep.
All right, Mitch Mack. I was wondering if you, at first I thought you were maybe just looking for Jackson Winkleman, but then I remember, yeah, it was also called The Pit. So
It was never called. Yeah, the pit is the one in San Luis Obispo.
yeah, that Chuck Waddell fought out of. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it was
and
just
it's also Jason Von Flue was out of that.
because Jackson wasn't with him at that point. I don't think. I believe it was just Winklejohn.
No, Chuck's never trained with either one of those guys. John Hackelman was Chuck's
Oh,
trainer.
John Hackelman. I don't know why I mix those two up. Okay, I'm off on a totally different wavelength here then.
Do you have another one of your questions ready?
Yes, going back to boxing. Go back to Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson defeated this man. Admitted that he was high on marijuana for the fight. Said that him felt more calm and destructive. He ended up winning the fight, but it ended up being overturned. Only fight I believe Mike Tyson ever had overturned for a test, but it was for marijuana. Who was the fighter he was fighting? He never beat Holyfield first last. Well, I guess he didn't beat this guy technically either because it was overturned. That Michael Pauly's got it. What's up, Michael Pauly? Andrew Galata.
Andrew Galata, famous for the low blows against Riddick Bowe.
Yeah, he was. And I think he might have won that fight as well, too. Although I guess it's kind of hard to judge Bowe by his performance after being hit in the groin so many times. Did anybody see, I don't know what fight they were talking about, but one of the commentators for Showtime, this was this week, interviewed the referee actually after a fight. And he said, well, it's kind of hard for you to win for him to win when the referee's against him, don't you? And this is to the referee. And he says, oh, well, there was a lot of shots on the belt. He goes, well, he hit him with at least 9 low blows, and you let it continue to go on, so of course he's going to win. It was one of the big Showtime commentators. I mean, he was just putting it to this referee for like a minute straight till the referee just left the ring.
All right, guys.
I was hoping someone else had seen it.
Name the fighter who knocked out Jermaine Taylor for the middleweight title. Who dethroned Jermaine Taylor for the middleweight title? He was recently on the Joe Rogan podcast. And I'm sure you know this, Mike. All right. We got a correct answer there, Mike.
All right, we got a fight coming up here. I'm going to just sorry, I was putting something in the scroll bar, and we got a fight up. Who got the answer?
Well, Peter Ordinary butchered the spelling. And Scott F was right behind with the correct spelling, so I don't know what you want to say on that.
I don't count spelling. Sorry, Scott.
Then Peter Ordinary got it. Kelly Pavlik.
Now I feel bad, though, because I feel like Scott's kind of been screwed twice here. Once like on internet speed and once on spelling, but I've never punished anybody for spelling in the past.
Peter
Sorry,
Ordinary's
Scott.
giving it to Scott, though. So
What's that?
Peter Ordinary says give it to Scott. Because Peter was pretty far off on the spelling. It was way, way off.
All right, honesty from Peter Ordinary here, and I don't see the spelling right now because I have the fight up on the screen. We had an eye poke here.
Yeah, very quickly into the fight.
Looks like
Yeah,
it
he
might
spelled
be
it-
a really bad eye poke here too.
He's checking both eyes, but he spelled it Polivik or something like that.
Phonetically.
Right. But there'll be more questions later on for you guys to catch up.
All right. Look, it kind of looks like she's looking for a contact. This is the second fighter I've seen recently that look like they're looking for a contact. I didn't realize that fighters wore contacts. Did you?
Yeah, I think I did know that. Let's see if it affects her.
Interesting.
And she's
All
already
right.
got-
Well, she's back in there. Oh, Aguilar coming out aggressive after losing her contact, I guess, getting poked in the eye. Oh, nice. Nice boxing upstairs, knees to the body here for Aguilar. She looks a little jittery right now, though. She looks like almost like she has too much energy and nowhere for it to go.
He's got her clinched against the fence. Rodriguez definitely has the reach advantage tonight.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Rodriguez, I'm just kind of going to hang my weight on Aguilar right now. And I don't know if Aguilar can tie her out, but I mean, she's putting out a lot of nervous energy right now, in my opinion. Oh, and there's a lot of blood coming from the nose of Aguilar right now. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's not uncommon for a fighter's nose to bleed, but that might be broken. I mean, it's getting all over. Both fighters are covered in blood now. Nice knees to the body there from Aguilar. Oh, nice uppercuts.
She gets poked in the eye and then her nose gets smashed.
Oh, nice right hook there from Rodriguez as she moves forward, too. Aguilar's as tough as they come. Oh, and Aguilar pops Rodriguez there. The camera looked like it kind of flipped there. I had a hard time seeing exactly what happened.
Yeah, we missed it because all we caught was Rodriguez falling backwards.
Yeah, that's. I was paying close attention, but I'm gonna blame that on the cameraman because you could not see what happened there. Rodriguez on the bottom, landing some effective elbows. Oh, and she's cut Aguilera up above the left eyebrow. Oh, very, very bad.
Wow.
That is the shot that is effective from the back, is the elbow. Big time.
Yeah, we were just talking about elbows, too.
Yeah, oh, and good move by Aguilar here. Got the mount there for a minute, but then turns around for a triangle. Rodriguez slamming her down. But, I mean, got Aguilar's bleeding from just about everywhere in her face right now. And Rodriguez has just kind of got this strange, spacey look on her face. I have no idea what she's thinking. Maybe she's thinking, I'm in here with a psycho.
She needs to get the legs over the shoulders. She wants to do the triangle.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing here as far as the triangle except for she's getting... Oh, actually, Rodriguez, she might have made a mistake here when she picked Aguilar up to slam her because she left an arm in there, and that might be it. She's extending it right now. Aguilar very close on the elbow. I am bleeding from... Oh, wow. I think she's out.
She's not completely out, but she's taking
very close here. Yeah, it's kind of out of the camera vision here.
Aguilar's holding onto the arm and trapping her head with her legs. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, this is a very, very weird position. It is a north-south position, but it's got a few additions.
And what do you do if they're the ref? There's nothing you can do. You just got to let this one ride out, even though it's
50 seconds left. Yeah, Rodriguez landing the shots to the leg there. I mean, I can't really say, and he is going to stand him up. Wait.
Interesting.
All right. I was thinking I might stand him up, but I was going to say I could not see Rodriguez's arm. Otherwise, I'm okay with the decision, and the referee could see it better than I could. So I don't really have an argument to that. Another eye poke here, though. That's going to be 1 point.
Really?
Yep, they're saying 1 point from Rodriguez. This is big. If this ends up going to the judges.
Her eye's really bothering her now, though.
Wow, let's look at this again. Oh, she just reaches in and pokes it straight into the eyeball.
Same exact eye from earlier, too.
Oh, yeah, that is bad. And now she's got the bloody nose. She's got the eye pokes. She's got the huge gash above her eye from an elbow.
Oh!
Oh, big right hook there from Rodriguez. Aguilar lands on 1-2, and Rodriguez floors her with a right hook. Come with a big elbow. Wow, I thought she might finish her there.
Round's going to run out, though.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to finich this round. What a brutal round.
Definitely going to have the doctor come look at Aguilar.
But, man, so much happened in that round. Let's talk about it. I mean, we had maybe a broken nose on Rodriguez, the vicious cut from the elbow, 2 eye pokes.
She got poked in the left eye twice. She has a small hairline cut above her left eye. And then there's a small gash to her right temple and a possible broken nose. And she's still going to come out of that with a 9-9 because of the point deduction to Rodriguez.
Yeah, I agree, and that's how I would have it. I would give it the round to Rodriguez, but then make it a 9-9 because of the point deduction.
And some people might say because of the damage 10-8, but I think the armbar attempt by Aguilar makes it a 9-9 round instead of a 9-8.
That's what I have it, yes, a 9-9.
So if you're Aguilar's corner, what are you telling her to do in the second round?
I think I'm saying stop poking her in the eye. That's a good start.
If I'm in Aguilar's corner, I'm saying get this fight to the ground now.
Or excuse me, Aguilar's corner. I had to look at him for a minute. I've called the wrong fighter. Yeah, I would say get it to the ground as well, because she was close to fishing out an armbar there. Sorry, I was distracted for a minute. My stream had froze again.
Struggling for you tonight.
Straight right there from Aguilar and a combination in the body. Yeah, it's. I think my internet's having some issues today because it's about like 6th time I've had to reload it.
I'm at 4 minutes and 21 seconds. Is that where you are?
Yep. Yeah, I'm right with you on the time. Yeah, whatever you set it at, every time I refresh it, I'm right with you. So
I got it lined up good then.
That's the good news. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
nice
glad we're not
body
having
kick
quite-
from Rodriguez.
Rodriguez is definitely using the reach advantage to her. Come on with all these links. He's doing it so fast I can't even block him.
Get the fook out of here.
Jerks.
Saga
Anyway,
tied
back-
with 6 minutes left first half. Oh, damn. Oh, nice right hand over the top there from Aguilar. Looking a little better this round.
If I'm Rodriguez, I'd look for a head kick.
Yeah, why not? Rodriguez lands a nice 1-2 there, moving forward. And, just anything to attack that face right now. Nice right hook there from Rodriguez as well, too. Aguilar, she's no question to be, stranger to being cut during fights. This is pretty bad, but nothing that they're looking at stopping the fight, I guess. Nice elbow from Rodriguez.
The UFC does have some of the best cut men and women in the business, though, to stop the cuts.
Oh, it's amazing to me how much better than they are to boxing, especially when I used to watch boxing. It's like some of those guys were horrible. It's like they would do something and the fight would start bleeding before the guy even got back to the center of the ring. Nice overhand right there from Aguilar.
Oh, yeah. That got Rodriguez's attention for sure.
Yeah, she needs to do more in this round, though, especially after that last round. Obviously it's going to help her with the point deduction from Rodriguez.
Mitch Mack, I actually paused mine to sync up with Mike, so if you would like to do the same, I'm at 2 minutes and 8 seconds in the second round.
Oh, nice shots here from Rodriguez.
Good knee.
Oh, yeah. 2 elbows followed by a big knee upstairs there from Rodriguez.
And Aguilar is bleeding again. It seems her mouth might be cut now, too. Her top lip might be split.
Man, yeah, she looks like she got in a gang fight or something. It's bad.
And I'm surprised Aguilar has not tried to take this fight to the ground.
Yeah, nice low
She
leg
seems to
kicks
be
from
right on that.
Rodriguez. I'm very impressed with Rodriguez's striking tonight, though.
Very crisp. Good knees to the body, elbow.
Big elbows afterwards and the uppercuts. And, she's chasing Aguilar right now. Aguilar giving nothing back. Big elbows and right hands. This might be close to being stopped.
Aguilar's hurt bad.
Referee's telling her to defend herself, and she's eating elbows. Referee's very close to stopping this fight. I kind of thought Aguilar might just fall down on her own when Rodriguez pushed her there, but that wasn't the case. Low leg
Aguilar
kick
is wincing in pain with every shot. And these damn links again. You guys suck.
I got to tell you, I am so impressed with Rodriguez tonight. Oh, big knees to the body. And Aguilar, this is gonna be stopped here soon. I thought Aguilar was gonna go down to the ground wincing. She's in a lot of pain. Rodriguez, she's been, as you said, so crisp, accurate. Her energy efficiency, in my mind, has been off the charts. The amount of energy that she's had to put out for as effective as her striking has been.
Aguilar is going to survive the second round when it looked like she was out.
But big elbows from Rodriguez, throws her down to the ground.
Wow. She's got Aguilar's blood all over her face.
I'm interested in seeing Aguilar fight again after this, quickly. I'm very impressed with Aguilar tonight.
You mean Rodriguez?
With Rodriguez, yeah. Why can I not get names right tonight?
Aguilar's going to be going to the hospital after
Too
tonight.
much going on. Yeah, I'm very impressed with Rodriguez.
But, I'm also impressed with Aguilar's heart because she didn't give up. She was about to get stopped, and she still got into the clinch with Rodriguez and held on to the end of the round.
Mitch Mack says, hard to be impressed with eye pokers. Been training with John Jones, I heard. That is a good point. She did land, a couple of good eye pokes.
I don't know if anyone else is interested in this or not, but it is 33-31 Gonzaga in the first half.
I'm very interested. I've been trying to get time to open up another tab to...
Look at Aguilar's shirt. Oh, my. She's a tough cookie.
All right, here we go. I wish they had the scores on the bottom. They probably did. Now I'm just looking at them. Is that where you seen it at?
No, I looked it up real quick.
Oh, nice spin kick to the body there for Rodriguez. And, yeah, Aguilar, would make an iconic picture right now. I hate to say it, though. Nice front kick to the body and knee there from Rodriguez. Body kick. Rodriguez just really putting on the pressure. And
don't be alarmed, guys. At the beginning of the fight, Aguilar was wearing a white shirt, even though it is now red.
Yes. Yeah, that's she could just go right over from this and jump right onto a horror movie set and not miss a step.
And if you look at the bottom of the screen, they're showing the Gonzaga score now, Mike.
I see that 3:50 left in the first half, 33-31 Gonzaga. I'm a little nervous. Nice 1-2 there from Aguilar. Rodriguez comes back with a right hook up top.
I like how Rodriguez is staying patient, though, not